Good morning, VC. Once again, it's the morning of Record Store Day, and some of you may even be excited about it. RSD has become a tradition for me and my record collector friend. We're gonna be there when the doors open, buy some RSD releases, and then we're gonna go and listen to them, and then listen to some more vinyl and have some serious amounts of beer. Enough of that. How about the list? Did you make one? And here's my list. I have to say that when I saw the first unofficial RSD release list, I was very worried because it only had just one interesting release. And then I finally saw what Record Shop X managed to get. I was relieved. There's gonna be proper RSD after all. My final list has 12 releases to choose from, so it's pretty likely that I don't have to leave Record Shop empty-handed. And of course, I can't have them all. As before, I have divided my list into 3 categories. The must-haves, well, nice to haves, and well, maybes. The first and most important category has 4 releases which I really would like to get, and they are Square Days by The Doors. That's the number 1 item. Then Frank Zappa's My Guitar. Third one, Right Now by The Runaways. And those 3 are 7 jingles. And the 4th one be Santana's Live at Woodstock LP. I'm not sure about that because I couldn't find that release on any international record store day list. So, might be weird. And then the second most important category, nice to haves. There's double LP by Fleetwood Mac, Alternate Task. I'm not familiar about that album at all, so it would be totally new album for me. And then a 12-inch release by Nightwish called My Walden, and that's probably local RSD release because I couldn't find that on any international RSD lists. Then the third one would be And Now The Runaways LP by The Runaways. And once again, I'm not familiar at all with that album, so it would be nice to have. Then, well, maybe's category has 5 released. Nuclear, 7-inch by Mike Oldfield. Then the first, last and only solo single by Jimmy Page, She Just Satisfies. And then some weird 12-inch release called The Demos 1994-1998 by Alanis Morissette. that would be interesting. And one more LP by Atomic Swing, Car Crashed into the Blue. And I know that album has two perfect songs. I haven't heard them in ages. And last but not least, a 12-inch released by Manic Street Preachers, A Design for Life. That's one of their best songs. But that was my list. So let's see what I managed to get, and if I don't have too bad hangover tomorrow Sunday, then I can finish this video. Wish me luck. Hello again, vinyl community. It's the day after the record store day 2016. And the question is, how was my RSD 2016? Well, I have to say that it wasn't a complete success, but I'm still pretty happy about it. So let's see what I got. On my must-have list, I managed to get 2 out of 4 releases. And my number 1 release that I wanted to get was this Doors single, Roadhouse Blues Live, backed with A Feast with Friend. And surprisingly, this was reasonably priced, but on the other hand, there was an overflow of these singles, so not a rare one, I should say. And the second one on my list was this Frank Zappa single, My Guitar, backed with Dog Breath. And this one is on lovely looking green marble-ish vinyl. And this was a bit more expensive. And then I managed to get one release from my nice to have category. And it was this alternate version of the complete Tusk album by Fleetwood Mac. A bit disappointment about this one was that it came with plain white inner sleeve, and even though this is a double LP, it's just a single jacket sleeve. But on the other hand, the inside of the sleeve is colored. And the good thing about this was that this was almost cheap, just 17.95 euros, which is less than 20 US dollars roughly. And the rest 3 releases that I got were from my, well, maybes list. And this one is a picture disc, Mike Oldfield's Nuclear. And this was actually better song than I thought. A-side has vocal version and B-side has instrumental version of it. And this one is supposed to be strictly limited edition picture disc. And the curiosity piece that I got was this Jimmy Page's only solo single. She just satisfies and keep moving. Not the greatest songs from the history of Jimmy Page, but still pretty cool release. And got to say that this has an intact push out center, which is always a nice detail. And the last one that I got is this, another Frank Zappa single, and this one is Joe's Garage backed with Central Scrutinizer or something like that. And does anybody know what is this thing on the B side? This FBI anti-piracy warning. Should this be a joke or what? But this one has nice sticker on it. And A-side song was pretty good Zappa song. So those 6 releases I managed to get, and thanks to Record Shop X's stamp collecting system, I had to pay a little bit over 60 euros about those, so it wasn't too expensive. But then few more things about the Record Store Day releases. And still I'm wondering, why doesn't every Record Store Day release has this record store say exclusive sticker? So if you look at this, for example, how can you tell that this is RSD release? Or this? As far as I'm concerned, these releases without this RSD sticker can be basically a standard ratio. But at least this one had the correct sticker. And of course some releases were pretty expensive. For example, Manic Street Preachers maxi single would have cost almost 30 euros and so on. And some of these releases that were on my list I didn't see at all. So basically I'm not completely sure whether they exist at all or not. For example, Santana's live at Woodstock and Candlemass's Domicus Epicus Metallicus. Well, if you seen one, tell me about them, because at least I would like to know whether they really exist or not. And then, because I didn't see And Now the Runaways single LP at our local record shop X, I ordered it yesterday from them, so I should get that LP within the next 2 weeks or so. And unfortunately Runaways 7-inch single Right Now backed with black leather, that wasn't available at all. So that was my record store day, and I'm pretty happy about it. Me and my record collector friend had a very good Saturday, even though it made me a little bit tired, and that's why I didn't shoot this second part of this video yesterday on Sunday. But now I'm gonna edit this video and post it on YouTube, and then I'm gonna check out some of your record store day videos. Thank you very much for watching and hope to see you soon. Cheers!